Welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture we will learn how to migrate from one activity to another activity. Also how to share data between two activities, and all these things can be done with the help of a concept called intent. So as we already know, the intent is used to start activity, or you can also use intent to share data between activities. Now there are two types of intent. The first one is explicit intent and the second one is implicit intent. Now let's talk about explicit intent. Now explicit intent is used to migrate or switch from one activity to another activity, or you can say that the second activity. Also the explicit intent are used when the target activity is known. Now moving forward, with the use of bundle, we can share data between activities by using explicit intent, or we can also accomplish this task without using bundle, and I am going to show this thing by demo application inside the Android Studio. Then it will be clear to you how we can use the explicit intent to share data between activities with the use of bundle as well as without the use of bundle, and how to start the activity. Now here I will give you an example how to start an activity with the use of explicit intent. So suppose this is our main activity, and inside of this activity there is a one button, that is submit button, and it's a UI element, or you can also say that it's a view. So on click of this submit button, it will simply navigates it to second activity, or you can say that start a second activity or migrates from one activity to another activity, and this thing is achieved with the use of explicit intent. Now here I will give you example how to pass data through explicit intent between activities. So again, suppose this is our main activity. Now at this time there are two UI elements present inside the main activity. The first one is text view, in which there is a text called Vijay Kumar, which is the name of the user, and also we have a one button, that is submit button. So on click of submit button, our task is to send the data to the second activity, that is a text which is a username Vijay Kumar. So when we click on this submit button, it will pass the data Vijay Kumar to the second activity. So this thing is done with the use of explicit intent in a form of key value pair. So here key is our data and the value is Vijay Kumar that we want to send. So again I am going to show this thing by using demo application inside the Android Studio. Then it will be clear to you how explicit intent are used to send the data between activities, or you can say that passing the data between activities. Now it's time to talk about implicit intent. The implicit intent is also used to share the data between activities, but it provides multiple options to share data. And what are these multiple options? It will provide the user capability to share the data among different app activities. Means you can share the data to different apps that are in your smartphone. So it is used when the target activity is not known. So explicit intent are used when the target activity is known, but here in case of implicit intent, it is used when the target activity is not known, because there are multiple application options will be arises when you use the implicit intent to share the data, and from that you need to pick one in which you want to share the data. So that's why in case of implicit intent, the target activity is not known. Now moving forward, implicit intent shares data across different app activities. As I already told you that it will gives you lots of options to share the data between different app activities. So here I will give an example how to pass the data through implicit intent. So suppose we have main activity, and inside of this main activity there are two UI elements are present. The first one is the image view and the second one is the share button. So on click of this share button, with the use of implicit intent, it will opens the bunch of applications activities. Means it will open bunch of application. From there we can select either one application of our choice to share the data. So in our case, I'm going to use a WhatsApp application to share the data. So this is a simple demonstration of how implicit intent is used to share data among different app activities. Now this course is mainly focused on the explicit intent. So implicit intent is not a part of this course because it is little difficult for the beginner to understand. But I will give you only one example, a small example how to share the data with the use of implicit intent to different app activities. So that's all about this lecture. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.